Hi, beautiful people. So I guess I should call this video a little weekly update because practically what I want to do is touch up on all the things that I shared in the past 2 days, because I know I shared a lot of links to videos from different authors on my social media. So I would like to kind of dissect this information that I'm sharing. And it really reflects the astrology so perfectly because of all this polarity duality that's going on there with the Pisces and all the aspects that we had yesterday and today, you know, with all the squares, all the Mercury conjunct Sun, conjunct Neptune, and squaring Mars and Venus moving, and everything is happening in the sky. So it's really interesting how all this is happening simultaneously, and we have all this positive and negative happening at the same time, which is why I shared a variety of videos from different people offering the insights about the more positive experience we are having as human collective and the more challenging experience that we are having right now. So I don't even know where to start, but practically what I wanted to touch up on is obviously we are all very well aware what's been going on with the economy and the banks and everything. So this is absolutely representing the Venus square in Pluto that happened yesterday, just before Venus moved into the sign of Taurus, where she's powerful, but there was still this one little thing she had to do with Pluto, pass on some information. There was this square like, oh well, you know, check out, the banks are really falling apart. So, you know, you guys, like, is this still what is keeping you empowered? You know, having all your money in a bank, literally. And also Venus just moving to Taurus. So this is where she's in the rulership. This is where she's empowered. You know, during her transit through Aries, she discovered what are her new needs, what she needs. And now she's in Taurus. She goes like, okay, now I'm going to manifest it. I'm going to go and get it. I need to ground this energy. But before that happened, obviously, she had to give us a little nudge like, hey, you know, this is what you want. Is it still possible under the old structures, the old system? And this is why I shared a video from Jason Shirka interviewing this financial advisor, Dr. Kirk Elliott, where they are discussing the state of economy. You know, obviously, this is just everybody's perception of reality. I'm not saying this is a universal truth, but it was an interesting video to watch because they offer a lot of information and obviously their point of view, which I'm sure resonates with many people, and they offer a potential solutions, you know. So it's not just about this fear mongering that, oh yeah, the whole world is falling apart and now we know all doomed and gloomed, and but they actually offer a solution, whether you agree with their solutions or not. But it's one way of potentially resolve things. So that's why I like sharing material from different people, because it offers a different perception of reality. And this is what it's all about, because there is no one truth. There is not one perception of reality. And this is what's so beautiful about being a human and understanding this about ourselves, that we gather all this different information that help us to create a certain ideology or certain truth, certain perception of the reality. And there is no one truth. Nothing is true and lie. Everything is true and lie at the same time, because it just depends who you're speaking to and what is their perception of reality. So going back to the message, I thought that this was a very good interpretation of Venus square Pluto, this conversation Jason and Kirk were having, Dr. Kirk, yesterday in the video Jason shared on his YouTube channel. Whether you agree with them or not, but I think it's very good interpretation of this transit that's been happening. And then at the same time, actually on the same day, Mark and Juliana from Stars and Distract, which is a podcast that I've been talking about a lot because it really resonates with me and my perception of the reality and my perception of truth. I find the people that they interview very fascinating, because again they offer a different perceptions of reality, and people can just choose what suits them and leave the rest. But the one that they interviewed yesterday, Laila, she is exceptionally gifted person that works as a channel medium, intuitive coach. You can find all the information if you check out the video. All the links are below. I can also put some below here, but I recommend obviously to check out the video if you would like to find out what they were actually talking about. And the reason why I shared this video was because it offers a perfect antidote, because here we have a conversation about how this entire world is falling apart, the structure is falling apart, there is so much lies and deception, and now what do we believe, what is actually the truth? truth, where there isn't one version of truth. That's the thing. And now these beautiful free people having a conversation are actually talking about things from higher perspective and offering an antidote. They offering some balm for the soul, like deeper meaning and deeper understanding of what's happening and why. And I think this is so important to obviously not be completely lost in a nebulous, all this Neptunian energy, and Mercury obviously conjunct in Neptune yesterday, and today Mercury is conjunct in Sun, still in the sign of Pisces. So we have all this nebulous energy when it's just so easy just to do spiritual bypass and just to sit on a cloud and pretend that the world is not happening. And it is true and it is not true, right? What is the truth? But to have this different perception, which people can consider from the higher perspective, where yes, everything that's happening, it is still happening. It doesn't negate what's happening, but it's giving a different outlook on a situation, which is what I was talking about in my previous video about the illusions and higher meaning, that if we change the perception and the perspective through which we look at the situation, it actually changes the entire meaning. So that's why it's important to gain your information from different sources and different people that offer you their different perception of reality, which then opens your mind to different possibilities and different interpretation of what it is that you see here and how you understand things. So that's why I shared this video, because I felt again that it was something that could offer an opinion or a perception of reality that could be helpful, especially after we are being combated with all this negativity that's out there and all this so all this negativity that's around us. And that's why I felt that it was a good idea to share. If you agree or don't agree, it's okay, you can just skip through it. And then the video also that I shared from Amanda Ellis, it was actually a reel that she posted on her Instagram, but she also shared it on YouTube. Was fascinating also because this is all tapping into the current and upcoming energies. Obviously we have this new moon in Aries next week, which I will make separate video about, and that will be followed by Pluto changing sign. It will finally move into the sign of Aquarius, even though it will be only for 3 months. So what Amanda was talking about in this video about matrix within the matrix was how fast this new energy is approaching. And obviously with Pluto moving into Aquarius, everything is going to accelerate. And then Uranus moving into Gemini in couple of years, that will accelerate everything even more with the information, our thinking process, the way we process information. So it's not going anywhere, guys. Yes, it might be coming faster than we expected. It might be pushing our comfort zone, pushing us out of the comfort zone, but really it is about how we work with it, right? And this is actually something I discussed with my dear friend Michaela. We did an interview a few days ago. That's Michaela from Scenic Route Astrology, which will be released, this interview. And this is something we were discussing about Pluto in Aquarius. We were just having a little chat about it. And that's pretty much what it is. So the energy is there, it's happening, the technology is not going anywhere, the AI is present, but it's about how we use it, how we use it instead of it letting it to use us. And also what Amanda is touching up on in this video is the CGI. And how we can, the technology can make everything so easy for us, right? And it can, like with this GTP, right? Everybody is using it. Well, most people are using it these days because it makes everything easy. But the important thing is becoming aware of where that can lead, obviously. So yes, we have the technology available, and we can work with it and use it towards making our life maybe more colorful, but not to rely on it to replace our creativity, because obviously there is a fine line where we use it and then it uses us, and when it becomes our master, and then we rely on it too much for everything. And one thing Amanda mentions, which is something that I myself mentioned during the interview with Michaela, is that the risk of all this technology and everything being there for us to make things easier is actually, we are running the risk of making us lazy and then forgetting even the things that we can do for ourselves. We forgetting how to do them, or like our skills and abilities, we forget how to use them because there is this AI that can use it for us much more efficiently and faster, but it doesn't have the human essence. It doesn't have the divinity and the creativity in it, because it doesn't have the direct connection to the source like we have. So that's the difference. So that's what pretty much Amanda is talking about in this video, Matrix Within the Matrix, where she says that eventually, if people start using it so much that they will stop putting their own essence into the creation that will come through the AI, it will just become blunt and monotonous, because it doesn't have the essence of the human. The AI is learning from us. So we are teaching it what it knows, and it expands it, obviously, and then it processes the information much faster than we can, because our brain doesn't work in the same way, right? But it's a matter of understanding that in the age of Aquarius, obviously we live in a world of polarity, so everything's got flip sides. So there is this opportunity for having this technology that makes our life faster, maybe better, and more colorful. It gives more opportunities. Everything is expanding much more profoundly, perhaps. But the flip side of it's this shadow side that, yes, it might make us feel lazy. It will make jobs redundant. So it will bring some challenges with it. Of course, everything does have a pros and cons. But also there is this aspect of Age of Aquarius where this is an invitation to stay authentic, to actually step into your own individuation and keep that, because this is what makes us human. This is what makes us unique. And yeah, we are not perfect. We cannot compare ourselves with our brain capabilities to the AI, but we have our own gifts and strength which AI doesn't have. So working with it, obviously, we can't work against it because it's here and it's not going anywhere. So you use the good side of it, but not like there has to be a balance, right? Don't let it overpower you. Also, like I find that a lot of people are slipping into their inferiority when faced with the AI, because it can do things that we cannot do, and we feel like, oh my god, so what am I even here for? This AI can do it better, right, or faster. But that's not it. This is an opportunity for people to actually embrace their humanness and their divinity and the aspects of ourselves that the AI doesn't have, right? And this is all about really working towards this individuation, which is the Aquarian age process, to work into the individuation where people really recognize who they truly are, what are their strengths. Obviously, we have weaknesses, but accept them because they are part of us, and allow ourselves to express ourselves in the most authentic way. So yeah, if you're just going to use what AI generates, is not reflection of us, is not a reflection of our authentic self. And this is exactly what Amanda is bringing to attention in the Matrix Within the Matrix, because there is the risk that people will just get so blindsided by all this sparkle of amazing technology being there available to all of us and providing all this amazing information, and everything is so fast and effortless, because you just type some commands into it and the AI will just generate everything you want, right? But I think it's really important for people to actually find a peace within being human. We are perfectly imperfect, but every single one of us has strength, right? We all have a gift. We have all something to offer to this human collective, and focus on the attributes, on the aspect of ourselves that the AI doesn't have. So anyway, so I bring this to the close. All I wanted to say is just put a few comments out there about the videos that I've shared, because they provide the perfect opportunity to see the polarity and duality of the times we live in. There is obviously all this AI and the technology progressing very, very fast, accelerating. There is all these structures falling apart around us, you know, the banking system, the economy, everything is going down the toilet. But there are the opportunities, as these people are discussing, you know, there are the opportunities which could be used at this time to our advantage. And also there is this potential to be opportunity to be aware that yes, the AI is there, it can make your life easier, but how much easier do you need it to be, right? Because then if things get too easy, too comfortable and too stifling, then we don't grow anymore. And this is the thing, right? So it's all about observing and being aware. That's all it is about. So anyway, so I'm just sharing all this material for people to have something to compare, right? To recognize how it really works, these energies. Everything's got flip side, positive and negative. And also today, Venus already being in Taurus, she's sextile in Saturn. So Saturn is there to, you know, dissolve the structures and bring a deeper meaning and recreate our definitions of what we want this reality to be, because it's up to us, because there is no one truth. And and Venus is now in Taurus. So she say, okay, well, decide what do you want? Decide what's important to you. And here, grandfather Saturn is going to help you make it happen. But you need to know, you need to be connected to yourself, to your inner guidance. And Mercury will also change sign. Tomorrow it will move into Aries, and once it moves into Aries, it will actually sextile Pluto. So again, we'll have this this opportunity for understanding what it is that will bring us into the self-empowerment. So everything is happening, guys. All the energies is available. It's just literally about how do we use it. And there is this new moon next week, equinox, new moon, brand new beginnings, brand new cycles are coming next week. So so I'll speak about it more next week in regards to the new moon energies, but I just wanted to give a few shout outs and just to come on air and explain why I've been sharing so many videos, because sometimes astrology is really it just doesn't touch people because they don't understand what exactly is going on, you know, all this symbology and all this language. But then if I can offer a video which actually perfectly shows you exactly how it works, you know, it is like my teachers say, you have to feel into it. How does it feel in your body, these transits? And that's how you understand it the best, right? So in my experience, also visually seeing it through story, you know, through these videos, which is a story, you know, everything is a story. It's a projection of somebody's truth into the outer world, right? And that sometimes helps people to understand that, oh, okay, so this is what I'm feeling, this is how it looks, this is, you know, this is the transit in action. So that's all it is, really. So I hope you enjoy. If if you find my content entertaining, do give it a like, subscribe. Thank you for your support. And if you guys want to connect, or would you like me to read your chart for you, then reach out and I'll be happy to assist you. So much love to everyone, and I'll speak to you soon about the new moon in Aries. Bye for now.